Hi, so good to have you back on Marat's Corner. So how are you doing? How is everyone around you doing? How is everyone related, associated, connected with you doing? In fact, with the recent happenings, this is a time we practice intentional self-care for you and those around you. This is a time you keep tab on checking on people, keep tab on your friends, your loved ones, far and wide. Before I go on what we have on this episode of Marat's Corner, I want as many of you that are Nigerians and residents in Nigeria to go get your PVC. This isn't gonna happen like the other times. This is a time we'll go all out to see that we vote our ideal candidates that will bring down the will of God for Nigeria. Well, that being said, on today's episode of Marat's Corner, we're going to be looking at the true life experience of a lady that has been married. And the essence of this is to help those that find themselves in similar situations to know the right decisions to take. So this lady has been married, and prior to her marriage, she wasn't abused domestically. But as soon as she walked down the aisle with her dream guy, he started abusing her. And according to her, he beats her up at the slightest provocation. On this fateful day, before he left for work, he told her, "This is what I want to eat." So he said to her, "Prepare this soup and alongside pound fufu for me." That wasn't a big deal for her. I mean, she does that. And in addition to this, she's also a full-time housewife, so she does nothing. She practically stays home and takes care of the house and her hobby. So on this fateful day, after the guy had told her what to eat, he left for work. But something happened along the line. She said he called her again and said, "Instead of preparing fufu for just me, you're going to prepare for 6 persons. My friends and I, that's 5 friends and I, are coming home, and I want to give them a treat of our local soup and fufu." So this lady was like, how am I going to prepare pound fufu for 6 men? She told the guy outrightly, "I can't do it. I can't pound fufu for 6 men. I came for just 1 man. I didn't come for 6 men." Before she could finish what she was saying, the guy hung up, because to him, I'm the boss. Whatever I say is what stands. So he didn't even bother himself about what she was trying to say or explain to him on the phone. So at the end of work, he took his friends back home. When he got home, he entertained them with drinks, then walked to the kitchen, to tell his wife to come serve them with the fufu and their local soup. But on getting there, he found out that she hadn't pounded this fufu for 5 persons. She only prepared for him alone. He was dazed. He was furious. He was angered. He didn't know what to do. Then he asked her, "What stopped you from carrying out the instruction I gave you?" She repeated what she said on the phone. "I came for 1 person and not 6 persons. If you feel your friends must eat fufu, then go ahead and pound fufu for them. I can't pound fufu for 6 men." This guy was shocked. He couldn't believe his ears. He didn't know what to do at that moment. But because he didn't want to show his true color to his friend, he pretended and controlled himself and went to his friends and were like, "The cassava my wife was meant to use to pound fufu with spoiled, so she couldn't pound the fufu. But if you want anything, say eba or semo, I could put that. She could put that together for you." So the friends were like, "No, we're fine. We're about leaving. Don't worry. When we get home, we'll eat something." So they left, and he saw them off. After they left, he came back to her and was like, "How dare you? How dare you? I told you what to do. You didn't do it, blah, blah, blah." Then he reached out for his belt, as usual, to beat her up. She was able, luckily for her, she was able to snatch off the belt. And he was dazed and was like, "Oh, you now have the effrontery. You're now bold enough to challenge me. Oh, you want to fight me? come and fight me. He reached out again for his laptop wire. This time she was broken. She started shedding tears. He beat her up. He beat her black and blue. Like if you knew this lady and you had seen her after the beating, you won't recognize her. At the end of the beating, she went to an NGO and narrated her ordeal to them, and they took up the case. Well, for those of you, I've come to the end of the story. For those of you that are in similar situation, the thing is, most women want to pretend and act like everything is fine because they see themselves as failure if their marriage ends working. I want you to understand that several other people in different parts of the world suffer domestic or go through domestic violence. So it's not enough reason for you to die in it. If you're going through domestic violence, please seek help. Reach out to your spiritual head or a marriage counselor. Reach out to the appropriate body to handle it. Don't die in it. Don't just relax. Yes, you can pray, but prayer without works is dead. You need help. Seek help and you will be helped. Then for those that are yet to walk down the aisle and you discover that your partner, intending partner or intending spouse is an abuser, my dear, run for your dear life. Run and never look back, because it's better to have a broken relationship than to have a divorce. Well, with that being said, kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I appreciate every returning subscriber. You guys are the bomb. Thank you. Till I see you in my next video. Leave a comment, click the like button, share my link with as many as possible. Please, I'd love to hear from you. I keep saying it. Until I come your way in my next video, I'm Marach. See you. Bye.